Hello, my name is Kelly Parker. Today I will be discussing the dispositions required of a student teacher and an educator and how it pertains to me and my learning at the current moment. So dispositions are the ethics, values, and commitments that affect the way we behave towards others. And in this certain circumstance, that would be the students, colleagues, the students' parents, etc. So some of the dispositions required of teachers and educators are having high expectations for their students, making sure that they pick a goal, they achieve that goal, and that we help them every step of the way. Another disposition would be respect for the diversity of everyone, not just students, but our colleagues and students' parents as well, whether it be through race, religion, sexual orientation, just making sure that they feel accepted and welcomed in the classroom. We need to be fair, treat every student equally, be professional, constantly reflecting on our own growth, making sure that we're looking into new ways to teach, always learning new ways to get the students involved. Another disposition is being honest, being curious, dedicated to our job, making sure that we're putting our all into teaching these students and that the students know that we're there for them and that we're dedicated to their learning and their success. Educators also need to be compassionate. If you don't have compassion for your job, students can tell. They know that you don't want to be there, and that kind of makes them not really want to be there. And lastly, you have to advocate for what's right, not just for your students, but for the environment in your classroom and in the school in general. So some of the dispositions that I possess are being able to reflect on my own personal growth, being able to sit back and look into how I can make myself better, how I can study better, how I can explain things better. And that is really going to help me in being a student teacher, because that's going to constantly make me want to strive to be better. It's going to give me the best possible outcome that I can get in terms of, making sure that I'm teaching properly, that I'm up to date on all of the newest ways of teaching, and so on and so forth. And another disposition that I find that I have is my dedication, my compassion, being dedicated to being here and wanting to be the best teacher that I could possibly be, and to be there for my students and my students' parents as well. And that is really going to help create a positive environment in my classroom. And having positive environments in a classroom really puts a fire under a student. It makes them want to be there. It makes them want to learn. And I personally know this because I always paid the most attention in the classrooms where I felt the most welcome, the most comfortable. And so that is the kind of teacher that I want to be. And those dispositions are really going to help me to achieve that. Some of the dispositions that I need to work on would be being able to have high expectations for my students. So I obviously want my students to do the best that they possibly can. I want them to achieve their goals. But it's one thing that I kind of have to learn how to do, just in terms of how to help somebody else make a goal aside from myself, and how to help them reach that goal. The stepping stones that it's going to take to get there, the building blocks that they're going to require, etc. Another one that I'm going to need to work on is, just learning to advocate for what's right. Because when it comes to being a teacher, it gets a little tricky between things that you want to teach in terms of ethics and morals that maybe the students' parents don't entirely agree with. And I want to be able to advocate for such things, but I also don't want to step on any toes. So that's something that I'm also going to have to learn how to work on and work around as well. I just feel like the qualities that an educator needs is to care, to want to be there, simply just to have respect for the students and understand that they don't know why they're there at a young age. They just are there to have fun. They're there to learn and socialize. And it's important to help them get the building blocks and the structure that they need to continue on through school, especially up into high school when things become a little more serious and very highly structured. So I am going to start today. I'm going to continuously from here on out work on every disposition on this list, even if I already possess them, because there's always room for growth and always room for strengthening. And I'm going to start right now, and I'm going to continue to do it even into my career. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.